Today I'm going to be making something really yummy, and these are my chocolate cookie cups. So let's get on with the ingredients. 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour, a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, 1/2 cup of salted butter, 1 egg, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So those are the ingredients, so let's get started. For our first step, into my bowl, I'm going to get all of my room temperature butter. So you do not want to use cold butter, you want to have it at room temperature so it's rather soft. I'm going to take my mixer and I'm just going to blend this for about 30 seconds or so. I really want to get this really nice. Once you have creamed your butter so it looks like this, it's all nice and soft, I'm going to add in our sugar, and now I want to really cream this really well. And this is really important. We really want to get this really well combined and creamed. Okay, so that's about 1 minute of mixing, and now what I'm going to do, we'll add in our egg, and what this is going to do is just bring this mixture right together. Watch this. It's going to really get this really creamed up. And again, I want to mix this for a good minute or so. You can already see how this is changing. That's exactly what we want. Really nice and creamy. And that's very important that we do this before we start adding in our other ingredients. Okay, that's good. Then I'll add in the vanilla. I'm going to slow my mixer down and get that in. And you can see how creamy this is now. Really nice texture. And now we are ready to sift in our dry ingredients. So I'll grab a sieve and I'm going to get my cocoa powder in there. And then the all-purpose flour and our little bit of baking soda. And then I'm just going to gently sift that in. And you can see why you want to sift. You see all those little bitties that are in there? Those would be in your batter if you didn't sift. So I'm going to grab a spoon, and now with the back of the spoon, I'm just going to push this through. Now if you were doing this with flour and you had little pieces left over, you can just take your hand and rub it in there. But since that's cocoa powder, your hands will get dirty. So just use the spoon and there we go. Perfect. I'm going to grab my mixer for the last time and we're just going to slowly incorporate all the ingredients. So speed number 1. So we don't want to have a huge dust cloud blowing around here. And just slowly start mixing all of this together. So I've been mixing about 30 seconds or so, and all of a sudden it just starts coming together. So we want to make sure everything is well combined, and that's good, like that. So at this point, I'm going to get a spatula and I just want to move all of this down to the bottom, because I'm going to cover it with plastic wrap, and I'm just going to let this sit in my fridge for about a half an hour, and then we're going to come back and we're just going to start scooping this out, and I'll show you what we're going to do next when I get back. So into the fridge. So this is about a half an hour later. I didn't want to let this go too long because you don't want the batter to be really stiff. It's going to be hard to scoop it out. I have a 1 tablespoon measure here. This is 15 milliliters. I'll just show you what the batter looks like right now, or the dough. You can see that it's not too firm. The firmer it is, the harder it's going to be to scoop. What I'm going to do here, I'm just going to grab a little bit and I'm going to push it against the side of the bowl. Like that, so I get a good sized little scoop. And then, let me just make sure we're on camera here. and then I'll just take it and I'm just gonna push it right into the middle here. Now you could just eyeball this, but I want to make sure that they're all about the same. That's good. What I have here is a little wooden tool, and this enables me to push the dough into our little muffin tin. And this here is used more for little mini tarts, but I'm going to use it today for these. I have some all-purpose flour here. I'm just going to flour this up a little bit, and then I can just take this and give it a little bit of a push, and this is just going to push it right down just like that. So I'll dip it back in my flour. This is just all-purpose flour. Just knock it off so there's not too much on there, and then just get the dough down in the middle, and then a simple press. Now after we bake these are going to puff up, and we're going to have to do this again, but that's okay. You can see how easily this works. Now, I know you're wondering, you're saying, I don't have this little tool. Well, I always try to think of something else that somebody can use. Here we have a little pasta cutter, and on the end there is a nice little balled end made out of wood. So I could take that as well and just give that a little bit of a push, and you can see that would work out nicely as well. And if you don't have something like that, here's a little coffee scoop. So I could just get that floured a little bit. So here's the coffee scoop, and then I could take that and also push that in. So there are many things that you can find in your own kitchen that'll work just as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish all of these off using this little stomper, and then I'm going to pop this into my oven, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to bake these for about 7 minutes. Once I do, I will come back and we will unmold them. So these just came out of the oven about 30 seconds ago, 7 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You can see that they have all puffed up, but have no fear, we're going to take our little tool again, and we're just going to go in the middle of each one. And you have to do this while they are still hot. You just want to give a little bit of a push. Just like that. So get right in there and push. Now you can't wait too long, because otherwise these will cool down and this is not going to work very well. And these are extremely hot right now. So just give it a little push. Just like that. And keep going till they're all done. So I'm going to continue taking all of these out, and I'll be back in a second. So I've just zoomed in a little bit so you can see these a lot closer up. They smell really good. I can't tell a lie, I just ate one of these. It was really good. Hopefully you can see the little cavity. So these now are ready for your favorite filling. So at this point, I could end the video here. However, I'm going to fill these with something really yummy. A little later on, I'm going to let these cool, and then I'll just come back and we'll finish off the video. And to finish off my video, I have some really nice Nutella cheesecake frosting in here. If you want to see how this is made, underneath the video in the description box, there's a link to this frosting that I made. I'll just take one of these and we'll just put a little bit of this in there, and you can see how nice this pipes. Look at that. I'll do another one. And this is just a nice little finishing touch to these cookie cups. And there we have it. Let me just zoom in to show you what those look like a little closer up. Now that we've zoomed in, we can really see what we've made. So we have our really easy chocolate cookie cup and our Nutella cheesecake frosting. Really simple as well. I'll include a video link for this frosting underneath the video. So that's it for today. If you enjoyed my video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you wish, I really do appreciate that. That's it, and I'll see you next time. Whoa, so cute. And please subscribe to my Bake Like a Pro YouTube channel, and also click that notification bell to be alerted every time I upload a brand new video. If you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. On the screen now, you can choose a video to watch, or you can also click and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And thank you once again for taking time out of your day to watch my video. I really appreciate it.